Today we will be learning about imaginary unit I. As I have already explained to you in the previous sessions, I is also known as, this is a symbol I first of all. Okay, so we call I as iota. So this is how we call it. This is an iota, and I is an imaginary unit which is used to combine real number system with a complex number system. So the value of I is what? The value of I is square root of -1. So this is the value of I. So please write all of these in your notes. So what is the definition of imaginary unit I? The imaginary unit I is defined as I is equal to radical of -1 where I square is -1. So I will explain to you how I am getting I square is equal to -1 and all those. Okay, first of all, first thing is tell me what is 1 to the power 0? It is 1. What about 2 to the power 0? It is 1. Let's take 5 to the power 0. It is still 1. What about 100 to the power 0? It is what? It is still 1. So this means if I am finding what I am finding, if I am finding I to the power 0, so what will be my answer? It will be 1. So we will need these values when we are working on problems which are related with imaginary unit I. Alright, so we have done with this unit over here, I to the power 0 is 1. This is how I got the value of I to the power 0 as 1. Now the second one I am having is I to the power 1 is equal to I. So you all know if I am having, let's take an example, 50 to the power 1. Any number to the power 1 is what? Is the number itself is just 50. So we got the second value of I to the power 1. It is what? It is I itself. So I got this one, check. Now the third one over here, it is saying I square is equal to -1. How I got this one is, now you all know, what you all know, that the value of I is what? Square root of -1. So let's take an example. If I am taking the square of this, if I'm taking the square of this, it will be yours I square, and I have to take the square of this. So what happens is when we take the square, the value of I square which is left is what? It is yours -1. So it is what? I square is equal to what? -1. Alright, let's go to the next one. So let me erase all of this information from here so I can write some more over here. Alright. Now the next one is I to the power 3. That's yours -I. So now you are having I to the power 3. So I can write I to the power 3 like this also, I square times I. Because you know if I'm writing like this, it means I to the power 1, and by using the law of exponent I can add these two. So look here, I can add these two, 2 plus 1, it will be my what? I to the power 3. Alright, so I can do this also. Okay, so let's proceed over here. Now I will ask this question from you. What is I square? Yes, it is -1. Good job. Times, now I to the power 1, you can see it's I itself. So when I multiply this, what is my answer? -I. So this means what? I to the power 3 is what? It's your -I. I to the power 3 is what? -I. So this is how we derive this one. Check, check. And what is how we will get I to the power 4 is equal to 1? I can write I to the power 4 like this also. I square times I square. Now what is I square? -1 times what is I square? -1. When I multiply these two, what I will end up with? I will end up with +1. So this is how I got I to the power 4 is equal to +1. So what I want from all of you is to just copy everything and write these 4, 5 values. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 somewhere over there, because we will need this when we are solving problems which are related to I in terms of imaginary unit I. Now our question says write each power of I, this is I, in terms of, in simplest terms as 1, I, -1 or -I. Make sure you copy this question. This is very important. So let's start working on this. First of all, what I want you to do is I want you to write down our formulas. Which one was I to the power 0 is this. I to the power 1 is I itself. I don't need this, but still I'm writing this. I square is equal to -1. I to the power 3 is equal to -I. I to the power 4 is equal to +. Okay. Now After this, you will keep in mind these two steps also. Step number one, it says, now we will be using this step all the time. I'm writing over here. Let me write it. Let me draw this part over here. So step number is one is what you will apply in all of the questions. Divide by 4. So what you will divide by 4, you will divide the exponent by 4. Okay, so now my next step will be 12 divided by 4. This is how we do. This is just something step. You can also call it a rule. Okay, once you do this, you will do is you have to write the remainder. Now do keep in mind what I'm saying. Write the remainder, not the quotient. Okay, now let me ask this question from you. Okay, now when you are dividing 12 by 4, what is the remainder? Yes, you are wrong. 3 is not the remainder. Look over here, I'm showing you over here. So when I'm dividing 12 by 4, 4 times 3 is 12. This part over here, this is a remainder. So what is a remainder? 0. This is called what? This is called remainder. If you forgot, this is your quotient, this is your divisor, and this is a dividend. So my next step will be I will write what? The remainder. Now I to the power 0. Look in this formula chart. What is the value of I to the power 0? It is your 1. So this is the answer for this question. Look over here. I said your answer should be either this, this, or this. So I got 1. Let's start with second problem. Now do keep in mind I will be using the rules which are on the right side over here. Rule number 1, divide the exponent by 4. So what is my exponent? My exponent is 7. I will divide this by what? 4. Write the remainder. So let's divide this 7 by 4, and then we'll write the remainder. I'm doing over here. This is my 7. 4 times 1 is 4, and I will subtract. So what is my remainder? 3. Good job. So now my next step is this. Now I want you to go back to the right side and tell me what is the value of I to the power 3. You can see this one over here. I to the power 3 is what? Negative I. So this is how we got the answer. Now let's try one more problem over here. Same steps, same. Okay. First of all, step number 1 says divide the exponent by 4. So I will divide this by what? I to the power 6 divided by 4. Okay, and write the remainder. So let's divide this 6. I'm doing this over here. All right, so you can write over there, you can do mental math also. So 4 times 1 is what? 4. So I will subtract this. What is my remainder? 2. Okay, now I want you to go to the right side and tell me what is the value of I square. So if you look over here, what is the value of I square? Negative 1. So this is my answer. So what you came to know? You came to know that you have to write this right side somewhere on a sheet of paper. As I'm doing, you can just keep on checking your values and you will end up. Yeah, next question which comes in your, which might be coming in your mind is, what if in case there's more than something I to the power 5? It will never happen. When you do these steps, it will automatically fall under these 4 values only. Alright, so before I do this, what I will do is, first of all, I will write my formula since those are not over here. I to the power 0 is 1. I to the power 1 is what? It's just I itself. I square is what? Negative 1. I to the power cube is what? Negative I. And I to the power 4 is what? Positive 1. And what I gave you? I gave you 2 steps also. Step number 1 was what? Divide your exponent by what? 4. Step number 2 was write your remainder. Okay. Now what I am doing is I'm picking a big number over here. Instead of I to the power 8, I'm just changing the question. 8, 2, 5, 3, 7 something. Okay. Or let me do this problem from easy one, then I will go to the difficult one. Now so we are having I to the power 8. So let's read our formula. Step number 1 says divide your exponent by 4. So I will take my exponent 8 and divide by 4. Do keep in mind we have to write what? We have to write the remainder, not the quotient. So let's divide this away. 4 times 2 is 8. Do you see any remainder? Yes, the remainder is what? 0. Now write over here I to the power 0. Now what is I to the power 0? It's your 1. So this is your answer, 1 over here. Let's go to the next problem. I to the power 34. Now, so what I have to do is I will use the same approach over here, what I've been doing over here. Okay, so this is my step number 1. It says divide your exponent by 4 and write your remainder. Now, this creates a problem because some of you are really good with tables and all, some of you are not, and in that situation what happens? I will show you. So you can use your calculator over here. So when I divide 34 by 4, now do keep in mind we need the remainder, not the quotient. So it gave me what? 8.5. Now what happens is you forget about the 8, only take the part which is with a decimal. It says 0.5. So now if so you will take your 0.5 and you multiply by 4. When you do this step, what happens is you end up with the remainder. So what is the remainder? 2. I will again repeat this for you. You will divide 34 by 4. Always do this because we have been doing this. So you got this answer. Now in this case 8 is the quotient and 0.5 is the remainder. Okay, but it's in decimal, you need to change it to a whole number, so you take your 0.5, always remember take 0.5 and you multiply by 4. What is your answer? 2. So this 2 is your remainder. Okay, so this means my next step will be like this, I to the power 2. Now you might be thinking how I got this answer. Let me do it manually over here. Let's divide this. Okay, 4 times 8 is what? 32. So what is the remainder? 2. I got the same thing. And what is I square? Negative 1. We got the answer. Okay, now let's do one more problem. I to the power 45. Same steps. You will take your exponent, you divide by 4. What we are trying to do, we are trying to look for remainder. 45 divided by 4, I'm using my calculator. Okay, so you will do 45 divided by 4. What is the answer? 11.25. Do remember 11 is the quotient. You will take 0.25. You take 0.25 and you multiply by 4. 1. So this is your remainder. So your remainder is what? 1. Now what I'm teaching you is, if you don't know how to divide, then I'm teaching you the shortcut using calculator. What is I to the power 1? It's your I, and this is the answer for this problem. Okay, same thing. Now again, what I need to, since this is my new page over here, I still need to write my values. I to the power 0 is 1. I to the power 1 is I to I square is what? Negative 1. I to the power 3 is what? Negative I. And I to the power 4 is what? Is yours? Positive 1. After this, we have our step. Step number 1 was that. Step number 1 was saying divide the exponent by what? 4. Now step number 2 is what? Write your remainder. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm changing the question. Some of you might be thinking whatever numbers are over here, it comes over here. So I'm taking 3, 4, 5. I just wrote over here 2, and I wrote 7, and I wrote 8 and 9. Here you go. I made the question a different question. Okay, a big question. So now what you do, step number 1 says you will divide your exponent. Now your exponent is this. By what? By 4. Can you divide this? Oh no. So what is the easy approach is? Your easy approach is what? Easy approach is you divide this by 4. Whatever is your decimal, you multiply that by 4. It gives you the remainder. Let's try this. 3, 4, 5, 2, 7, 8, 9. Am I right? 3, 4, 5. Yeah. See, look here. I will divide this by what? I will divide this by 4. Same thing I'm doing all the time. Okay. Here you go. And what is the answer? Now do not worry, I don't need this answer 863197. I need is what? 0.25. So I will take my 0.25 as I was doing in my previous question, 0.25, and I will multiply by what? 4. No 2, no 3, only 4 you will multiply. What is the remainder? 1. So your remainder for this is what? 1. And my answer is I. How I got I? Because I to the power 1 is what? I. Let's take one more question, big one. 910732 Hey, I pick another question over here. Okay, now what are my steps? Step number 1 says divide your exponent 9107325 by what? 4. And whatever is your answer, remainder write it over here, and that's it. Alright, let's do it. Use your calculator. 97325 divided by what? 4. What is the answer? 0.25. You take your 0.25 and you multiply by what? 4. So what is the remainder? 1. So your remainder is 1. And your answer is I. Now I will give you some more shortcuts over here. Shortcuts are these. Okay, whenever I'll write it over here. In your calculator, whenever your decimal is 0.25, this means I should do over here. Hold on. Whenever your decimal is hold on. Decimal, you can write it as a notes and remainder. There you go. When there is no decimal, this means when there is no decimal, it is a whole number, then your remainder means 0. When there is 0.25, your remainder means remainder is 1. When you see 0.5, your remainder is 2. When you see 0.75, remainder is what? 3. So these are the remainders which you will be always getting. That's it. You can take notes also. You can just keep it as your notes. It's like a cheat sheet also over here. Okay, so let's look at this problem also. Again, before I solve anything, I need to write it because I will need this handy over here. Alright, see, I memorize all of these and I'm just using these values only. I can do any question whichever comes in terms of I. That's the thing. No matter, you can get question from anywhere. Now, step number 1, divide your exponent by what? 4. 2001 divided by 4. So I got my calculator over here. 2001 divided by 4. Your remainder is what? 0.25. Okay. You remember what I showed you? If the remainder is 0.25, I'm sorry, if the decimal is 0.25, what is the remainder? 1. Okay. So your remainder is 1 over here. So my next step will be I to the power 1. What is I to the power 1? It is I itself. So this is the answer for this problem. Let's look at this problem. Step number 1, divide your exponent by 4. Okay, and write your remainder over here. Do keep in mind I'm using the word remainder, not the quotient. So 3023 divided by 4. My answer is what? 0.75 is the decimal part. I'm taking only 0.75 and I'm multiplying by 4. And you already know what is the remainder? 3. So your remainder is what? 3 over here. So I to the power 3 is yours negative I. This is your answer over here. Okay, I'm leaving number 11 for you. So try on your own and find your answer. Now, let's look at some questions which have involved lots of I's over here. Let's look over here. Make sure to copy the question. It says simplify in terms of I. There are many ways of doing this problem, but I will first of all use my law of exponents. When the bases are same, what you can do is you can add the powers. So this gave me I to the power 14. Now I need to solve this. What I will do is I will divide the exponent by what? 4. And I will write the remainder. What is 4 times 3? 12. You can use your calculator. It's so easy for you. If in case you are struggling, not to worry about 14 divided by 4, and it gives you what? 0.5, and you take your 0.5, multiply by what? Multiply by 4. So your answer is what? Okay, I'm sorry, I just put it division sign. I need to multiply. 2. So our remainder is what? 2 over here. Now what is I square? Okay, so I didn't wrote over here, but I square is, you can go back and check it. What is I square? Negative 1. So I will come back and I'll write it over here. What? I'll write it over here as negative 1, and that's your answer. Okay, I will move it over here. Now let's look at another problem. Now when you are working on this question over here, so do you think these are like terms? This is I to the power 5, I to the power 9, 9. So you cannot do it. So how we will do this? We will first of all solve this one over here, plus sign, and I will solve this one over here. Whatever is the answer, then I will go from there. This says I to the power 5. Usually I will not do this all this over here. I will do some, this is the part over here. Let's call it useful work. Instead of scratch work, I usually call it useful work. So I'm having I to the power 5. I will divide this by 4. So what is the remainder? 4 times 1 is 4. So my remainder is 1. Okay. You all know this thing. If in case you are struggling, here you go. 4 times 1 is 4. So what is the remainder? 1. 1 is the remainder. Okay. I got this. So I can write it over here. I to the power 1 means I itself. This is a plus sign. Let's go plus sign. I to the power 9. Let me change the color. I to the power 9 means what? I will divide 9 by 4. Okay, so let's do this. This is my 9 over here. 4 times 2 is 8. When I will subtract, what is my answer? 1. So this also is what? Instead of I to the power 9, I will be ending up over what? Just I. Now my next step is this. 5i plus I. Do you think these are like terms? Yes, because this is I and this is I, and there's an invisible 1 as a coefficient. What is 5 plus 1? 6. So your answer is 6i over here. If in case you are confused, look over. If it was like this, 5x plus x, what is the answer? 6x. So this is how we got 6i over here. Alright, one more problem over here. Let's look at this number 3. It says 5i to the power 8 plus 9i4 minus 12i to the power 10. See, what I need information, I need this information. I to the power 0 is 1, I to the power 1 is I square is what? Negative 1, and I to the power 3 is what? Negative I. This is information which I need over here. Okay, first of all, what I will do is I'll write 5 over here, I to the power 8. So what I need is I to the power 8 means what? I will divide 8 by 4 and write my remainder. So let's go ahead and see what is the remainder over here. So this is my 8 and this is my division sign 4. Do you see any decimal? No. So remainder is what? 0. Or if I will do simply over here, you would have figured out 8. What is the remainder? So it is your 5i to the power 0 plus 9. Now I do have what? I to the power 4. So tell me, when you divide this power 4 by 4, what is the remainder? There is no remainder, 0. Look, see. Okay. So I to the power 0 minus 12. Now I have I to the power 10. So this means what? I need to divide my 10 by 4. This exponent I divide by 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So what is my remainder? 2. Let's proceed to the next step. So now my question to you is, look at these formulas. What is I to the power 0? 1. So it means I can write it like this. What is I to the power 0? 1. I can write it like this. What about I square? Negative 1. So next step is 5 times 1 is 5 plus 9 times 1 is 9. But this will give me negative 12 with this, give me plus 12. Only thing I have to add those, so 12 plus 21, 26 is the answer for this problem. Isn't it easy and simple? Let's look over here. Now I just see no plus and minus sign over here. What I see, I just see times. This reminds me of law of exponents. When the bases are same, I can add the powers. Since there is a multiplication sign over here. So my next step will be, I will add all the powers over here. So it is my what? 43. Okay, same thing what I was doing earlier. I will divide by exponent by 4, and whatever is my remainder, I will write it over here. So let's proceed, use a calculator. So I will do it 43 divided by 4 gives me what? 0.75. Now I will take this 0.75. Do keep in mind, take point, don't just take 75, okay? 0.75 multiplied by 4, so it tells me my remainder is what? 3. Now it is your job. Give me the answer. Yes, I to the power 3 is what? Negative I, and this is your answer for this problem.